welcome to this daily hypnosis session to overcome the fear of the dark. Today, we're going to explore a deep-seated fear many have grappled with at some point in their lives, the fear of the dark. This fear, often rooted in childhood, can carry over into adulthood and affect our daily activities, decisions, and quality of sleep. The dark, in essence, is nothing more than the absence of light. However, our minds can sometimes attach various meanings, memories, and stories to it. Understanding and confronting this fear can pave the way for not just more restful nights, but also a newfound sense of empowerment and freedom. Before we delve into today's session, it's important to be in a safe and comfortable environment. Do not listen to this session while driving or operating machinery. Ensure you have uninterrupted time for the full session. You know, sometimes when people allow themselves to just sit comfortably, like you are now, and really tune in to the rhythm of their breathing, they find themselves beginning to relax in ways they might not even have expected. And as you pay attention to that gentle in and out motion of breath, perhaps you can remember a time when you felt incredibly relaxed, maybe even a bit drowsy. Imagine, if you will, that you're reading a fascinating story, with each word pulling you in deeper and deeper, compelling your focus, much like the feeling you're beginning to notice now. And isn't it interesting how the human mind can wander, journeying through various scenes and images, like clouds drifting across a vast sky? Now maybe you can recall the soft, warm feeling of the sun on your skin during a calm afternoon, or perhaps the gentle coolness of a shadow as you momentarily escape the sun's embrace. And as one shadow gently blends into another, there's this soothing flow, a continuous dance between light and dark. Much like the balance you can find within as you continue to listen, relax, and let go. It's often said that the deeper you go, the better you feel. And the better you feel, the deeper you want to go. And have you ever thought about the depth of an ocean, its vastness? While the surface might be turbulent with waves and winds, the deeper layers remain calm, untouched by the world above. Much like how, even now, there's a part of you that's becoming more still, more tranquil, and increasingly distant from any distractions. Have you ever had the experience of losing yourself in a captivating movie or song? And as you did, the world around you seemed to just fade away, blending into the background. Time loses meaning, and all that matters is the here and now. Just imagine your consciousness being like a feather, effortlessly floating down, drifting deeper and deeper into an infinite expanse of comfort and serenity. Each word I speak, every breath you take, might make you wonder how much more relaxed you can feel. But you don't really need to answer that now, do you? Because just by wondering, you find yourself sinking into an even deeper, more peaceful state. And now that you're here in this deeply relaxed state, let's take a moment to explore this fear of the dark. It's interesting, isn't it, how our minds sometimes give significance to things. The dark, in its purest form, is simply an absence, a space without light. But isn't it curious how that very absence can sometimes be filled with stories, memories, and emotions? Imagine for a moment a vast canvas, completely blank and inviting. And as you stand in front of it, you might begin to notice how it represents the canvas of your mind. You have the power, the freedom to paint whatever you wish upon it. Some colors might represent joy, others uncertainty, and others still shadows of past fears. Now consider the first time you ever felt uneasy or scared of the dark. It might have been a long time ago, maybe in your childhood. But as you bring that memory forward, viewing it like an observer, not as a participant, you can appreciate it as just one tiny brushstroke on your vast canvas. Over time, more brushstrokes may have been added, perhaps layering over the first, deepening the color. But what's truly remarkable is your ability to alter, to transform those very strokes. Did you know that every experience, every memory has not only an emotion, but also a location attached to it in your mind? Some are closer to the surface, while others are tucked away deep inside. Now picture, if you will, that initial uneasy feeling, that very first brushstroke, and ask yourself, where does it reside? Is it in the foreground or the background? And what if, just what if, you could gently push it further back, making space for new experiences, new strokes of understanding and empowerment? You see, every night as the world transitions from light to dark, nature is simply taking a pause, a deep breath, much like the ones you're taking now. It's a time for restoration, for dreams and for rejuvenation. Night doesn't hold malice, it's simply nature's canvas, waiting for the dawn to paint its vibrant hues. And just as nature transitions, so can your perceptions. In this deeply relaxed state, you have access to the most creative, resourceful part of your mind. Imagine now picking up a new brush, one filled with strength, understanding and clarity. And with this brush, you paint over that old, faded spot of fear. Each stroke imbued with new experiences, learnings, and the knowledge that darkness is simply a space, waiting for the light. A space where dreams are born, where the world rests and where, if you choose, you can find peace. Perhaps in some corner of your vast canvas, there's a spot reserved for memories of lying under a starry night, or the comfort of a room dimly lit by a single candle, or the tranquility of a night filled with cricket melodies. These are also facets of the dark, beautiful moments waiting to be acknowledged, embraced and cherished. Now you might wonder how one shifts from fear to understanding, from avoidance to embrace. And it's a valid question, isn't it? But think of all the changes you've experienced in life, all the beliefs you've transformed, all the new habits you've formed. Each one started with a single step, a single decision to view things differently. And so in this deeply relaxed, highly resourceful state, give yourself the permission to take that step. To view the darkness not as a vast unknown, but as a space filled with potential. For within the dark, seeds take root, dreams take flight, and a new day takes shape. And as you consider this, maybe, just maybe, you can allow that transformed perspective to settle in, to find its place in your vast canvas, letting it be a guide, a beacon, the light in your understanding of the dark. Now, as we gradually come to the close of this journey today, imagine a gentle light, a sunrise if you will, slowly illuminating your canvas, revealing all the wonderful changes and perspectives you've embraced today. This light is not jarring or sudden. It's a soft glow, gradually bringing you back to the here and now. You might begin to notice the sensations in your fingers and toes, perhaps a gentle tingle or warmth. And as this warmth slowly spreads, moving up your limbs, reaching your core, there's a renewed sense of energy, clarity and understanding. The world outside waits for you with its myriad experiences, lights and shadows alike. And whenever you feel ready, without any rush, you can start to open your eyes, taking in the world around you with a fresh perspective, feeling invigorated, empowered, and ready to embrace both light and dark with newfound appreciation. And remember, every time you find yourself in a moment of darkness, whether it's in an actual dim space or a momentary lapse in thought, let it remind you of the canvas within, of the power you hold, and the ever-present potential to paint anew. For in the canvas of your mind, every shade, light or dark, holds a promise of beauty and understanding. Thank you for taking this journey with me today. Remember, every experience is a brushstroke on your vast canvas, waiting for your unique touch. Until next time, goodbye and good mental health.